Adiel Gorel has helped thousands secure their retirement riches. Even the great Warren Buffett wrote him needing to know more. The answers are all here for you. Welcome to the Remote Control Retirement Riches Show.
So a question that I get is, does it make sense to rent where I live while I'm investing? Well, it depends. And I wrote an article about it, which I'll be happy to send you. Just send us an email, info@icgre.com. The name of the article is, Should I Buy My Own Home First? And that's exactly this question. It depends. Depends where you live. If you live in a part of the country where the prices are very high relative to the rents, like San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, New York, etc., then yes, I would say just from the logic standpoint, it would make sense to rent because the rents are very low. Again, you're going to say, what? What are you talking about? I'm paying $5,000 a month. Yes, on a $2.7 million home. That's very low. Yeah? So the rents are very low. So when the rents are very low, it makes sense to rent. Now, this is only about the logic. When you talk about your own home, there are also emotional and subconscious factors, such as the joy, the pride that you feel in owning your own home, what your parents will think, all of that stuff. So yeah, buying your own home is nice. But if it's too expensive, it's a crazy market, then no. But if you go down to a market that is not appropriate for investments now, and because it went up too high, and yet it's very low relative to San Francisco, such as Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada, Austin, Dallas. I'm not investing there because my typical home to buy now in Phoenix will cost $500,000 for a nice new home. It'll only rent for $2,000 a month. That's a bad investment. But when you go to live there, and you can buy a beautiful home for $600,000-700,000, and it's going to be your own residence, just go for it. If it's in San Francisco and it needs to be a couple of million, rent. But there's no reason not to buy your own home in many parts of the country, even though they may not be ideal places for investment, like Austin and Dallas and Phoenix and in Atlanta. You can buy your own home there while you are investing. The only places in the country where you should probably consider renting while investing are the very expensive places like, again, San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, San Diego, etc. Some people say Seattle, but you get the point. So when I talk about renting versus owning, I remember a case to show you how the emotional and the notions and the family and your parents and your grandparents. So I was in another country and I was going to stay there for a couple of years to open a branch of my company, and I had a girlfriend and we were living together. We even got married. In that country, the prices were very high and the rents were astoundingly low, really astoundingly. I think I could see that I could rent a house that was worth like $1.4 million for $2,000 a month in that country. Needless to say, my new wife and I rented for $2,000 because, of course, I own all these many homes in the United States, rental homes. Now, my new wife's parents came to visit us in the lovely home that we were renting because the rent was so low and it made so much sense. And the mother knew perfectly well that I own all these rental homes in the United States. But she couldn't help it. She stepped into the new house and the first sentence was, "Oh, if you only owned it." She couldn't help herself. So it's not all just about logic. We'll be talking about it more at our next quarterly event. You're welcome to join us. Just register for free on our website, icgre.com, under events. Looking forward to seeing you. Thanks for joining me today. Click the subscribe button for more video on real estate. Got a question or comment? I love questions and comments. Leave yours below. And here's another video you've got to see.